We're back on Bashundhara Cement, straight drive, and what a win for Rangpur Riders. They seem to be the team in form to beat in this competition. Chattogram made 169 for 5 in their 20 overs, and Rosington at the top once again amongst the runs. Hassan Abbas coming in from the ILT 20 and scoring a brilliant 46 for 38. Of course, it was not enough in the end because Rangpur, with Kyle Mayers at the top, starting off really well and setting the tone, 50 in just 25 balls, and then Mahmudullah once again amongst the runs. He's been really sort of defining what it means to be playing in that middle order and scoring runs alongside Kushtal Shah. He's also been somebody who's been finishing games for them in the last couple of matches. Rangpur Riders in the end winning comfortably by 5 wickets. This is how teams stand at this point of time. Remember, it was always going to be a tough match between the table toppers Rangpur and Chattogram, but Rangpur are now leading the charts because they have 8 points, having won 4 of the 5 that they've played. Chattogram have lost 2 now, and they've won 3 out of 5, which is why they are on number 2. Well, great to be here at Sylhet International Cricket Ground, and what a win for Rangpur Riders. They seem to be, like I said, the team in form and quite a formidable side to beat in this competition. They were up against Chattogram Royals, who are equally good, but you've got to say that today they completely outplayed them. With me, I've got special guests with me. There's Mazhar and, of course, Mehrab Chowdhury, who's the advisor of Rangpur Riders. Thank you so much, Mehrab, for joining us. Firstly, a huge congratulations on winning. I mean, winning consecutive games, it's a habit, right? When you start winning and you go back to you lost the first game and then you sort of really came back well. How does it feel as somebody who's part of that camp? What's the mood like in the camp? Why are you guys doing so well?
First of all, thank you so much for having me over here. I think the atmosphere in the team is really good and boys are really positive with the win. I think things have been good for us. Even the one loss that we had, it was a bit of a glitch, but hopefully we'll bounce back, which we have already. So moving forward, it's going to be good, inshallah.
Mazhar, that tone that was set at the top by Kyle Mayers, when you talk about somebody like him, we know that he can get going, but what a 50 it was. I mean, just in terms of that chase, talk us through his innings, please.
Yeah, don't forget about his time in the field. He was out of the ground after bowling 2 balls. He came in, he was lucky initially. He was caught outside edge, but it was not taken review. But since then, he was outstanding. This was the review I was talking about. They didn't take the review, and since then, he punished the bowlers left, right and center. It was an outstanding touch, and I really feel that the Chattogram bowlers bowl a bit shorter to Kyle Mayers, but he is a powerful lad and utilized the opportunity with both hands. And they needed a good start. 170 is not that small total, so you have to have that good start on go in the power play. So he provided that, and I really feel that you have the power on top. It's important for any side to have someone like Kyle Mayers who can provide you those flurry of sixes and boundaries. Makes job easy for the side.
Hitting it clean and long, and he's got that brute force as well. When you talk about the strength that he has, Mehrab, what do you make of his innings today, and what does he bring to the table?
I think it was extremely important for us, this innings of Myers, because we really needed that power in the power play for him hitting all around the ground. I think this is the first power play that we have scored this much, and I think we were short of that power. So I think moving forward, we would be needing his contribution towards the power play. That's what we were missing, I think.
Absolutely. When you have somebody like him at the top in that power play to make the most of the power play, I mean, we've seen hitters and all around the world, explosive openers around the world who give teams those kind of starts. When you're chasing over 160, having somebody like him in the side, I mean, this augurs well for Rangpur Riders, doesn't it?
Yeah, he adds strength. right at the top. They needed that, and Myers provided it. And I think the way he batted, it was flawless. At one point of time, the bowlers were finding no way to bowl him, and he come up so hard. And 72 in the power play, that's the highest power play score in this edition so far. They needed that start. He provided that. At one point, they were in a spot of bother in the middle overs, but that start provided the platform for them in the end.
Let's not forget the man in form, though, Mahmudullah. When you talk about him, again, somebody who's been consistently scoring runs for you as a side, and we know what he's capable of, we know what he brings to the table, but for him to do it over and over and over again, how happy and pleased are you as a side?
Having someone like Riyad Bhai in the squad actually helps everyone with the experience that he brings to the table, and consistently performing every other match is not that easy. We saw him limping at the end, which got us to worry, but I checked with him. He's doing great now.
Yeah, I really feel Mahmudullah contributed so well in the end. Obviously, he is a cool-headed customer, but all of a sudden, he can launch so hard on you. So he waits for the right time to peak. So it's very important. In third match-winning knock, I would rather say that he's been in terrific touch. They're taking the game deep, and he's someone who is a calm-headed person, taking things on in the end.
Absolutely, and then he's got somebody like Khushtal Shah on the other end. Again, somebody who scored runs in the previous game. He also picked up wickets in the previous game. Having a finisher like him on the other end who can also provide you his services with the ball, how useful an all-rounder is he?
Well, we have been, Khushtal Shah has been a part of the Rangpur team for a long time. When we played GSL, when we were champions, he actually played a crucial role. In one of the innings, we scored around 110 to 120, and he scored about 50. So every time he's in the field, we feel that confident whenever he's still yet to bat, and with the ball, he's also contributing every other day.
Absolutely, having all these players at your disposal, but for them to execute their plans really well. Well done to all of you. Not to be today for Chattogram Royals. It wasn't their day. You know, perhaps a couple of areas where they could work on, but there were some positives that they can look at. Again, Adam Rosington once again amongst the runs. He's been so consistent for them, Mazhar.
No doubt, his third consecutive 50 in this tournament, and after the first match, he came back so well. It was an ordinary start for him, but since the forced stumping that he took in the first match that he played after that, he was outstanding. Even today, he provided the platform for them. He batted till the 16th over. That was a very crucial part for them. Someone who has the form, he needs to carry it, and he carried it till the 16th over. Provided the platform for them. 170 is a very good total on the board. I think it was not Chattogram's day tonight, but still I think this performance will surely boost the confidence for them against a bowling side like Rangpur Riders. It's a very good bowling unit, so posting 170 and someone like Rosington who can carry on the form, that will provide them a lot of confidence in the coming days.
Let's not forget Hassan Nawaz as well, chipping in with some runs, because remember he came in from the ILT20. There's so many players that are crossing over all the leagues, but for them to be fully available and then scoring runs in completely different conditions. Let's not forget UAE is very different to Bangladesh. Credit to him for the way he played. Of course, it didn't go the way they wanted to in terms of result, but
yeah,
thoughts on
the
his innings?
partnership between him and Rosington was very crucial. They added 82 for the third wicket. And at one point, they were scoring at a rate of 8 runs per over, between 7 to 15 overs. They scored 73 runs without losing a wicket. That provided the platform. Obviously, last 4 overs, someone like Mustafizur Rahman, he's so deceptive. You can't play him so easily. But still, they go on to post the target of 169, 170, courtesy of Nawaz. He played a very good handy knock as well. But I really feel that they lacked that firepower later in the end, though they scored 27 in the last 2 overs. But in the middle overs, between 15 to 17, Rangpur bowlers bowled really well.
Right, you've had 3 back-to-back wins now. I mean, as a side, how satisfied are you that after the first loss, which you called an aberration, rightfully so, how satisfied are you that you've been able to continue the good form and, you know, as a side and really get going in this tournament?
Well, the real satisfaction is only going to come when we are going to become champions. So that's long due for us. So all of this is going to prepare us to set the playing 11 that we really want for the matches, and that's what we want really.
All right then, the action, we're talking about the BPL action. We've had some wonderful games today and some teams dominating, but we've got a break day tomorrow and then we come back with a new day altogether at the Bashundhara Cement BPL T20, where it's Dhaka Capitals. They are up against Noakhali Express, who would be hoping to get at least one win under their belt. They have yet to get off the mark. And Chattogram Royals, they've got a chance to come back in this one, and they are up against Sylhet Titans. Sylhet Titans versus Chattogram Royals. Chattogram Royals still a very good side. Sylhet Titans winning obviously helps their cause. How do you look at this encounter, Mazhar?
I think this is going to be another very good battle between two very good sides. We have seen Sylhet Titans returning to the winning ways. Chattogram was unlucky today, I feel, but they are a very good side, and think someone like Rossington up at the order. Naeem is there. Nawaz is also in very good touch. They are a side to watch. They are a very good bowling side as well.
Any areas of improvement that you'd like to talk about as a side of, you're always looking to evolve and improve, right? Anything in particular that you all have discussed that this is something that we perhaps need to work on in order to lift the trophy?
I think definitely we can, if we can bowl better, and also as a fielding side, if we would be saving more runs, that would not be adding up to the total, and we would need to be chasing it as well. So definitely bowling is one side we can do better.
All right, thank you so much for your thoughts once again, gentlemen. It's always a pleasure to hear from the voices of the camp, and Rangpur Riders winning once again, and they are the team to beat in this competition. I hope you guys enjoyed today's coverage. We certainly did. Two strong teams winning today, and the action continues day after. So until then, it's goodbye from all of us.